live reactions to week 2 of the college football season, reacting to the Florida Gators loss to Kentucky, plus all the wild upsets that happened on Upset Saturday. Check it out. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. I'm Doozy, father, husband, pastor, lover of all things Jesus, gaming, and sports. If you're a fan of any 3 of those topics, do me a huge favor, click the subscribe button below this video. And if you enjoy this content, go ahead and hit the thumbs up on the video. It would help me out a lot. Let's jump right into the content. They come in Saturday night with a game against Kentucky, who has played tough the past, I don't know, maybe decade. There have been a couple of games that were really close that Kentucky could have won before they broke the streak in 2018 by beating the Gators in Gainesville. Game starts out, Anthony Richardson, first drive of the game. This is kind of a little bit like last week. They stalled out last week. We turned the ball over on the first drive of the game after getting the kickoff. This ball right here is really good. This is a good ball. Like, he could have brought it a little bit closer, maybe a little bit higher to Pearsall. Pearsall could have had a little bit of yak yardage, run after catch, right? But that was a good ball, right? That's not a terrible throw. Good strike. Ricky Pearsall has been a great addition so far. Everything we heard out of camp, transferring over from Arizona State, was that he was going to be a stud. If you're not a follower of Florida Gator football, the number 1 jersey is kind of reserved for your playmaker, your leader, the guy that best demonstrates like the qualities of your football program. The number 1 jersey is reserved for that. So Ricky Pearsall coming in as a transfer receiver and to receive that number 1 jersey was a huge deal. Big offseason story that they didn't give it to one of the guys that were already in the program. But great catch. They go down, score 3. This is going to be kind of the story a little bit about offense stalling. Kentucky getting the ball, 10:02 left in the first quarter. I felt like on this play right here that maybe Kentucky went and watched some of the Utah tape, because I'm telling you right now, Utah's tight end, specifically Keithy, destroyed and gashed Florida all last week against Utah. Kentucky defense was looking outstanding early for the Gators. We get the ball back with 4:02, so 6 minutes of the clock eliminated. This ball right here on the run. Anthony Richardson gets out of the pocket a little bit, works outside the tackle, uses his legs, and then throws on the run a ball down the back shoulder, right sideline. That's a great ball. That's a good throw. Kentucky got the ball 150. Again, a little, like, I don't know, a little slip screen up the middle, like a little seam. Comes off the end of the line, slips behind the linebacker, because all week long, all the Gators heard were stop the run, stop the run, stop the run, because they got gashed last week. And then what happens is Ventrell Miller, number 51, comes in, cheats up to stop the run. Tight end slips over the top right behind him. This is another ball, 3rd and 10, right? So you don't want to be in 3rd and long distances ever. But the Gators are in 3rd and 10. Anthony Richardson hits a great ball. Greg McElroy was talking about this during the live game, that's like one of the hardest balls to throw for a quarterback, is that like speed out, right? Because it's the long distance. I think he threw that from the other hash mark across the field. Like, it was a good ball. No points off of that. 3-0. Offense stalls out again. This ball is there's literally nothing to say about this. I mean, this is a great throw by Will Levis. I'm going to be honest. Like, last year, I was not overly impressed by Will Levis. I wasn't. There's been a lot of kind of buzz around him as an NFL prospect, which he probably is going to be. He's got great size, 6'3", 220, 230, something like that. Mobile enough to get out of the pocket. But this is a freaking great ball. This is a good throw and a great catch. Jalen Kimber was a transfer, came over from Georgia.
Let's see, watch the ball here. Watch the point of the ball. Left side of the
That's not bad coverage. Like, I mean, he didn't get cooked. They didn't turn the man into burnt toast, right? Like, he did not just toast him on the back end over the top. This is a great catch, bro. I was impressed with this throw. It was great touch, great trust. It's a 50-50 ball. Trust the big receiver to go up and get it. I wasn't disappointed in Jalen Kimber. I thought he had great coverage. It was just, bro, better throw and catch. Sometimes you just get beat, right? Gators get the ball back, 11:35 in the second quarter. This is a big run. Montreal Johnson, transfer again from Louisiana Lafayette, follow Billy Napier over. Was like a Sun Belt player of the year last year, or Sun Belt freshman of the year, all freshman team, something like that. He won an award last year as a freshman in the Sun Belt. He doesn't have breakaway like home run speed though. But great run there. Offense stalls out. Big run, we do nothing with it. Anthony Richardson and the offense aren't moving the ball. We hit a 50-yard field goal. The Gators get 3. It's 7-6. Game feels really weird. A lot of stalling of the offense, but the defense has looked incredible. 155 pass yards to 80, Kentucky to Florida. 8:40 in the second quarter, 2nd and 6. They skipped the play. That's crazy. This is a big run. This is Trevor Etienne, younger brother of Travis Etienne. First touchdown, boop! Foot in the ground, a little one cut, takes him in the end zone. Kind of took the linebacker's ankles a little bit there. He had him in a one-on-one in space, and he said, yeah. Cut upfield. Easy touchdown. Kentucky, we're up 16-7 somehow. I have no idea how the Gators are up 9 here. This game has felt awful for us. Anthony Richardson is not doing well. He's playing a terrible game. Offense not moving the ball, continues to stall out. The defense is putting in work. They get the ball in the 1 yard. They punch it in, 16-13. We're now in the third quarter, second half of the game. Big run there. Another big run by Smoke. Runs out of bounds. Push him out of bounds. Defense ends up getting a stop. This is huge. 16-13. They end up getting a stop. Kentucky kicks a field goal, 16-16. 3:38 in the third quarter. Offense still stalling. This was the ball that probably ended the game. This ball right here, I picked this one off and took it to the end zone. I mean, I intercept that ball and I run it back for a 6. Listen to me. This man, you imagine if this DB would have dropped this ball, though? You imagine? So there's obviously miscommunication here. You can go back and look at this play, right? You can talk about miscommunication all you want. But there's obviously miscommunication here because our running back is Naquan Wright, running their out, obviously on the outside here. He is straight away, right? He's just breaking upfield. And my man squats on the route. He just squats here, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. And this ball is already out of AR's hands, right? This ball is already on its way. I mean, you're talking about a 5-yard distance from where our running back is that was running the route and their DB that picks it off. And then it's just an easy 6, bro. One man to beat. Respect AR for the effort. But pick 6, back to the house. Kentucky gets the ball back, start of the fourth quarter. They're up 23-16 after the pick 6. 15 minutes, full fourth quarter. Throw here on 3rd and 5. Great slant route, and they end up picking up a huge gain. I mean, they rip off 27 yards or something here on the gain. Florida back on the field, 4th and 3 from their own 37. One of my buddies texted me and said, desperation mode. I was like, I don't know, man. There's 8:36 left in the game. We have all our timeouts. We're down by 1 score. But going for it in your own zone definitely signifies that, there is pressure mounting in this game. And it's kind of a weird call when you understand that we were not trusting our offense at all. When Anthony Richardson was not proving that he could move the ball this game. Also, here's what's crazy. Okay, I have Anthony Richardson's stats up right here. Florida passing, right? He was 14 for 35 for 143 yards. That's a 4.1 average. No interception or no touchdowns, 2 picks. 2 picks. One of them was the one we just showed. The second one was actually an incredible play by the Kentucky linebacker. Made an outstanding play on the ball. I'm not going to lie. He stuck his hand out on a screen play. A little dump off pass. He crashed the quarterback, stuck his hand up, and then bobbled the ball, but was able to have the coordination enough that he picked it up, held it against his leg, and then returned it in the red zone. But rushing, this is what's crazy. Anthony Richardson, 6 carries for 4 yards. 6 carries for 4 yards. He's an electric runner, and they did not utilize his legs like they did last week against Utah, which I thought was kind of crazy. 23-16, though. They get a big stop on 4th down. Anthony Richardson looks like he's a little bit shook. Brandon would say shooketh. He did not look right. He just didn't look right. And after the game, he actually said in his post-game comments, he said that my confidence got shot a little bit early on when I missed some open receivers. The truth is, if we went through every single snap of the first half, he missed I'm talking about 6 or 7 throws, at least. Missed some throws in the first half that were wide open receivers that would have been big gainers, and this game probably looks drastically different if he hits those. Also, he had probably 4 to 5 drops from his receivers. He's still got to learn, I think, to put a little bit of touch on the ball, put a little air under the ball. He throws an absolute seed, like a missile. And he's got a rocket for an arm. He said in an interview with Tim Tebow on SEC Network during the SEC Nation show that morning, said he could throw 80 yards on a good day. 80 yards. Kentucky, again, defense comes up huge, 23-16, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This was the moment that I said, if this comes back and we can tie this game, that field goal is going to be huge for the way the game was panning out. Gators get the ball back, still can't move the ball. 4 minutes left in the game, 4th and 6. Got to go for it on our own 24-yard line. This is not good, and this is just a terrible throw. He never gave Xavier Henderson a chance. Xavier Henderson had a man over the top of him, already ahead of him on the route, and then had a linebacker trailing behind him. Richardson never gave him a chance. It looked like Anthony Richardson had no confidence throwing the ball. It just looked like it. Kentucky getting the ball back, obviously inside the red zone here. They already had it on the 24. It's 3rd and 2 here. Big play. 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. They're going to run the ball up the movie. Yeah. Kvosi Smoke. Kavosi. Can't remember how to pronounce the name. Cavassier. That's how you pronounce it. Cavassier Smoke. They run it down. Ends up ending the game. And that's going to be kind of it. A couple of takeaways. Obviously, number one, that was Anthony Richardson's 3rd career start. People forget that, especially with all the hype that was happening around Florida this week. People forget that Anthony Richardson only started 1 game last year. Started him against Georgia. Last week against Utah was his first home start in his college career. This was his 2nd home start, his first home start against an SEC opponent. I am excited for Anthony Richardson. I've been talking with friends all week about his athleticism. I think his measurables, a lot of the intangibles, I think he's very calm. I think he's very cerebral when he's going through his progressions. You've seen him last week against Utah drop back, go through some progressions. Even this week against Kentucky on some of those missed throws, I felt like he still was able to drop back, didn't immediately rush to his first option on the route tree. I feel like he was still going through his progressions. He just flat out missed probably 7 throws in the first half that I can remember off the top of my head. He also made a couple throws that just like he missed them and they were bad misses. Like they didn't even look close. But here's the deal. Anthony Richardson's a young quarterback. His talent and his ceiling is through the roof. He's got insane potential. He's still got to learn. They're 1-1 right now. They would have been 2-0. They lost by 1 score. They could have been 2-0 with 2 ranked wins in the first 2 games under Billy Napier. They're not. Mark Stoops is an incredible coach. Mark Stoops is an elite coach, and I think he deserves all the credit and all kind of the recognition that he receives. I think he deserves that. He's built an incredible program for the past, 9 years that he's been at Kentucky. Tough game. Kentucky's played us tough. That's 2 straight wins against Florida by Kentucky football. We're not talking basketball here. As a football team, 2 straight wins. The last time they did that was in 1976 and 1977. They've won 3 out of the last 5 games against the Gators after losing 31 straight years. In all of what happened on Saturday, everything that happened with the Gators, the disappointment for my team, crazy thing is it wasn't even the worst loss of the weekend, dude. Saturday upsets galore. Texas taking Alabama to the brink. There was some questionable officiating in that game, to say the least. The targeting and roughing the passer joint call on Bryce Young in the end zone that took away a safety for Texas blows my mind. I literally don't know how these guys get to keep jobs after the way that they take some of these football games into their own hands. I don't have anything to say about it. Also losing Quinn Ewers is a huge deal. But we've got Marshall upsetting Notre Dame in South Bend. Enormous win for Marshall. Also, we have Appalachian State, the Giant Killers. Stop scheduling Appalachian State for week 1 through 3 to start out your year, especially if you're a ranked team. But let me know, how was your Saturday? Tell me who your team is. Tell me your reaction and your response in the comments below. And if you enjoyed any of this content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it.